Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Get the Rant podcast with your host, Grim. It has been a crazy ass weekend and a crazy ass start to February. The Trump administration has basically just handed over all of the financial sector of the U.S. government to Elon Musk, a private citizen, an unelected official. And yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this. In my opinion, and the opinion of many others that I've seen online, is that this is a coup that we are watching in the United States. A hostile takeover from within. And it is becoming more and more apparent that democracy in America is dead. We are now officially running under an oligarchy with Donald Trump at the head of this mess. And you have to ask yourself, where the hell are the Democrats in all this? We have heard over and over again throughout their campaigns how dangerous of a risk it was to have Donald Trump in the White House again. How dangerous everything would be if he was elected. And how he would undermine the United States of America. And that day is upon us, and the Democrats are nowhere to be found. So you have to begin to wonder if the Democrats themselves are not in on this shit. Are they part of this nightmare that is unfolding for the American people? Are they part of all of this uncertainty that is coming upon us? With tariffs with Canada, tariffs with Mexico, tariffs with China, retaliatory tariffs from all of the countries. And now it has come out today that China is filing a complaint against the United States in the World Court for these tariffs. But where are the Democrats? Where are the representatives and the senators who are supposed to be protecting the American people? They have no backbone. Nobody's showing up. Our government has been taken over. At this point, it's too late, folks. I do not see a way out of this for the American people. They are trying to gut funding for everything. And as of this evening, Monday, February 3rd, 2025, the next thing on the list that has come out from the Trump administration is the dismantling of the Department of Education. So this will be the next domino to fall. America has become unrecognizable, and it's going to continue to get worse. And I cannot tell you how many Trump supporters that I talk to who do not care if he becomes a dictator, because they say, as long as he makes things better for the United States, we don't care. I cannot think of a more un-American stance to take, that you do not care if a man becomes a dictator and rules over your country. What we are living through and what we are seeing right now in United States politics is exactly what was witnessed by Germany and countless other countries who have fallen by the wayside of dictatorships. Trump has set himself up as king, and Elon Musk is making it happen. This has to be one of the biggest data breaches of all time, because Elon Musk having all of this sensitive information about individual Americans, how much money they get, their addresses, their social security numbers, their email addresses, everything that is on file, he has access to. Everything. And yet these politicians want to sit up there and talk about how they're worried about companies like TikTok, and they're worried about Facebook, and they're worried about these other apps having your data. They make such a big deal about these companies having your data. But Donald Trump has given all of that data freely to Elon Musk. He has freely given him all of our information. A billionaire who doesn't give a shit about anybody, who said that the American people will have to suffer financially for a little while. He has all of our data, and he is pulling the purse strings of the entire United States government's finances. What could possibly go wrong? History will not be kind to Donald Trump, nor will it be kind to Elon Musk. We've seen this play out time and time again across the world stage throughout history, and it never ends well. It doesn't end well for the people who try to rule, and it doesn't end well for the people who are being subjected to this type of government takeover. So I don't see a way out of this yet. I don't see any Democrats coming to the rescue. I don't see any Republicans standing up and coming to the rescue. And once again, it will probably be left into the hands of the American population. I don't see how things are going to turn course. It feels like we are on a rapid descent downward, which is, it's quite sad to watch. A country that was built on the pride of freedom, that was built on the principles of liberty, to throw all of these principles out the window and to no longer care about the things that the founding fathers set in motion for us is quite despicable. We have courts that are trying to block some of these executive orders that Donald Trump is doing. But we have seen that the Supreme Court anymore seems to be in the pocket of Donald Trump and of the far-right radical Christian nationalist party. So how much of a help they will be is yet to be seen. I'm guessing very little. We're on our own, folks. No one is coming to save us. We have not even had this man as president for 3 weeks yet. And everything is chaos. There are so many stories coming out day after day. It's endless barrage of nonsense. But that's part of the plan. Steve Bannon, one of Trump's good buddies, has talked about this many times, is that the goal is to overload the system with news stories, and while everybody's trying to chase down each one, they'll gravitate towards one and then they can get the other 2 or 3 things done that they were really trying to push through. But only this presidency, Trump doesn't have anybody standing in his way. He no longer is being blocked by Democrats. He's no longer being blocked by what was once mainstream conservative Republicans. They no longer exist. So now Trump has free reign to do whatever the hell it is that he wants to do. We have a man who said no new wars. He was going to be the president of peace. Yet he is instigating Canada. He's instigating Mexico. He's instigating China. And he sent in some drone missile attacks in Somalia. So we can throw out the peace part. But it baffles me that so many of his supporters still believe in him. He told us on day one that he was going to bring down the cost, that he won on groceries, and that he would bring the cost of living down from day one for the American people. He would end the Ukraine-Russia war on day one. None of this has happened. In fact, the opposite's happened. The war in Ukraine with Russia is still going. The prices of eggs have skyrocketed and will continue to rise. Gas has gone up. The man is a grifter, the biggest con man in history, and yet his supporters cannot see that. They are blind. They are blind to all of the lies. They bought into all of the lies, and now they are willingly perpetuating Donald Trump's lies. I don't know what you guys are thinking out there. Do you think America will be able to survive this? Will America be able to rise up and Republicans and Democrats come together and do the right thing and impeach this man and remove him from office? I would like to think so. I would like to think that some of our representatives have a backbone. Some of our senators have a backbone, but we haven't seen that yet. All we have seen is President Musk with co-president Donald Trump gutting everything, trying to stop funding to everything. And they will. And just because it gets delayed by a court here and there, eventually they'll get their way, because nobody is stopping them. And if you think that they're not coming for your Social Security, if you think that they're not coming for your disability, they are. They are coming for every fucking thing that they can take. Because they're not politicians. They are crooked businessmen. Elon Musk is the biggest welfare recipient in this fucking country. He gets more in subsidies and government contracts, and yet he's standing there waving his finger in the American public's face, calling us lazy, telling us we need to suffer, and he doesn't think people should be getting help, but yet he is the biggest welfare recipient of them all. And we all know that Donald Trump is good at one thing. He's good at bankrupting shit. He's had 6 bankruptcies. How the fuck do you bankrupt a casino? A casino is a license to print your own fucking money, and somehow this orange goon figures out a way to bankrupt a fucking casino. What do you think he's going to do with the United States of America? What is happening with Elon Musk right now? This is a coup. They are taking over the government, and you bet your ass that they are lining their pockets with your taxpayer money as we speak and as they destroy everything. It's well known in Project 2025 that their goal is to destroy all the systems that are in place, to destroy the government that's in place, and rebuild it into a white Christian nationalist image. That is the stated goal, and that is exactly what is happening. But yet, the supporters of Donald Trump, those that are heavily involved in the MAGA movement, no, Trump, he doesn't have anything to do with Project 2025. Oh, what makes you say that? Because he said so. Give me a break. They believe everything that comes out of the orange goon's mouth. But we are watching Project 2025 be implemented in front of our eyes. And it's happening, folks. Like it or not, it's happening. The rest of the entire world knows it. They see it. They say it. And so the American people now have to take the blinders off and recognize what is happening in your own country, what is happening in our own backyard. America has fallen. Democracy has fallen.